Hello everyone and welcome to the Czech community meeting. Today is the 9th of August and as usual let's start from the release sections. So Czech 7.34.1 was released. You can see the issue was closed and it's done. Today we have three topics. The first one is from Serhii about supported browsers. Serhii, could you start please and present your first topic?
Hello everyone. On the new dashboard, we found a lost piece from the old dashboard. It's letting users know about unsupported browser. And for old dashboard and currently for new dashboard, it's only Safari because we know that it's not going to work. But this time we went even further and we figured out that actually QE does not verify anything else than Google Chrome, and it's the supported version. It may be the only officially supported version, so I would like to ask opinions before doing it live that we support on the dashboard side the warning that pops up on any other browser than Google Chrome. So we will advise users that to use Google Chrome and expect that something may not work if it's not Google Chrome. We may do it in the configurable way that some installations, if administrators understand the risk, they may disable that warning if they need something else than Google Chrome, but it's going to be the default behavior. Yeah, this warning. Any objections?
Is it possible to close it? Because we don't see the right path.
Yeah, I think at this point it's not possible to close it, but we used to have it closable. We can try to make it to return it back, so it makes sense for users to close it, but it's going to be pop up again after refreshing the page.
Okay, what about Chromium and other browser that may use the same engine behind the scene? Are we supporting them or not?
Well, everything we don't test, we don't support, right? Because we can guarantee that it's going to work correctly. So user may need to accept that risk to be aware that something may work differently.
Is that possible to test few other browser?
Is the question to QE team? Probably.
But at least Chromium to me is the one to have, because some people that don't want to have the Google branding, they want to have a pure open source product. And we're pretty sure that it works like the same way for us as it works for Chrome. So it would make sense to have that in our test if this is the what we make, how we make browser supported or
not. Yeah, maybe it makes sense to raise the same question next week when Dmitro will be back from PTO and he will be providing us answers if we can test something else than Google Chrome.
If he's using Selenium WebDriver, it should be possible. You could use you could test with any browser normally.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to initiate email thread, and we will continue there if and if needed, I will raise this again on next community call, and we will figure out the best way to proceed.
Cool. Thank you. Maybe another comments or ideas? In that way, let's go to another topic. The second topic is from me, and it's about Czech community call moderation. So I'm going to be a moderator next week and in the end of September, but after that we will need a new person or a system to choose the moderator. So I want to ask the community if there are any volunteers who would like to try that and come forward.
Let's make a schedule and everyone will participate in the moderation. Because nobody wants.
Maybe you can, in the doc, you can add a section where we would have like the next moderators for the next weeks. And yeah, if there's nobody's with moderating, we can ask. Yeah, I can do that if you like, but yeah.
Yeah, it's an idea. We can have some rotation system of moderators, and each volunteer can do that. Yeah, but since we don't have many people on the call, I'm going to write a mail. We'll ask about that. Okay, so another comments about that? In that way, let's go to the last topic. It's also from Serhii, and it is about single user support. Serhii, could you present it, please?
Yeah, sure. So at some time ago, we kind of stopped supporting single user installation. We declared that there is a way to deploy it, but you need to know that it's Czech cluster, spec server, custom Czech properties, and so on. So like not easy way to implement, but it was possible to do it. But at this point, we are introducing dashboard backend, and actually we are going to just make it impossible at all to deploy Che in single user support. And I wanted to ask any objection on fully dropping single user support, or we need to like put the effort on making it possible with new dashboard backend as well, which I would not do, but still I would like to ask opinions.
What are the benefits except for the single user support? What are the benefits except the fact that it takes less resources?
I don't see any benefit apart from the less resources consuming. So everything should be possible, even in a better way with multi-user support. It's not going to be the case for real usage, for sure. Nobody would like to install it in the real cluster that everybody is able to access. Somebody would like to install it locally, but it's an effort we need to put, and maybe it's the time to drop that just. Okay, if no objections, yeah.
On the call, we have some people using the single mod.
Sorry, could you
Do
repeat?
you know some people using the single user support?
There were a few box reports. So it was broken a few times because nobody tested it, and it appeared. We fixed it, and I'm even not sure if it's currently working or not. So there are a few usages probably, but nobody uses.
Yeah, you can disable it and see if someone is complaining.
Yeah, and just then advise not to use it and switch to multi-user support.
Serhii, could we send an email that we now are officially not supporting it, because I know quite a lot of places where in code this switches exist, single user versus multi-user. So we can officially remove that code after the announcement.
Yeah, it's going to be the second step. If nobody minds, if no objections, no strong objections, then I will proceed to publishing an email, and we are going to drop it. Some components need to be adopted. Maybe even documentation should be changed somewhere. CTL should drop the support of multi-user, single-user flags, because it's not the case anymore. So yeah, it's not going to be.
So maybe that's worth of the issue, just to record the known places like the chess server, war file, chess.ctl, stuff like that, so we can track the efforts cleaning up leftovers.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Try to organize that. Yeah, if no other comments, then that's all about this topic.
And do we have a chat as well to discuss that or try?
Sorry, I have.
Yeah. Do we have the Eclipse tracker issue? Some issue to track.
If I got your question correctly, I will create an issue on Eclipse share site.
Thank you, Serhii. Other comments? Okay, in that way, anything else to discuss today? If no, thank you everyone for attending. Thank you, Florian, for taking notes, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Right?
Bye.
Bye.